Guys, I f***ed up. I've had so many exposure issues lately, and it's all self-imposed. What's going on? My name's Andrew. You can call me Pooch. I'd like to welcome you to the Lesson Learned channel. Today we're talking about the dangers of taking photos with a meterless Leica camera, the M4P. I picked it up at the turn of this year, and I love it, but I'm getting a little cocky. I've been trying to shoot it meterless. So I want to talk to you today about how I've metered in the past, why I want to try meterless. I want to show you some results, and I want to also share some closing thoughts as to what the point of all of this is. Oh, sorry. And also one other thing, I am trying to get this video out. I'm here on holiday, so I just hope that this video does not distract you in all the wrong ways. I hope it distracts you in the right ways by being fun and informative and casual. All right, let's talk about metering. So if you do not know this, a lot of cameras have built-in light meters, especially film cameras. The Leica M4P does not, because it's an older camera. And so my first foray into exposing film without a light meter was with a handheld Sekonic light meter. This thing was great, albeit a little clunky and large, but the results it gives you are very accurate. Now, because it's so big and I didn't want to carry it around, I did move over to one of those cold shoe mount light meters that you can get for the MP4, other cameras that don't have light meters. It's really simple. It's really tiny. I don't have it with me because, again, I've been trying to shoot meterless. I think that it may be a little less accurate than the Sekonic, but overall, it's been really good to me. The other way that I've been metering is through my iPhone. I have the Light Meter app, and it seems to put out a pretty accurate reading. I've not been able to fully extensively test it out, but it seems to be pretty spot on. And the very last way that I have been metering in the past is by simply bringing along another digital camera with me and utilizing that and copying its settings onto my film camera. So if I have all of these tools and all of these methods to meter properly, to expose my image properly, why would I ever want to make photos and shoot photography without a meter? That is a great question, and here is the most altruistic idea that I could come up with so far, is that I'm looking for another way to limit the things between me and my subject while making and taking photos. I love fully manual cameras. They really do immerse you into the process. And so for me, when I was looking at a fully manual film camera, I thought to myself, wow, what could be more genuine to the process of making a photo than not relying on any AI or technology inside of a camera? The other answer, which I think is just as valuable and also just as honest, is that this camera was like $1,000 cheaper than the Leica M6. So I wanted to get some glass, and I wanted a body, and I wanted to try out the Leica system, and this was my foray into it. Those two reasons being said, I think one of the main reasons ultimately is that I want to be able to become a master in my craft and understand every situation possible, every lighting situation, shadows, how I want to expose, where I want to expose, and I believe that will come ultimately with me being able to trust my gut instincts when making a photo. Like I said, it has not been glorious. I've had some wins, I've had some losses, and I want to show you some of those results. So do I think that the dangers of shooting with a meterless Leica camera, like the M4P, are ultimately worth it? Or should you just use a meter, use your digital camera? I don't have an answer for you. Meaning that it all depends on what you want to risk. Is it worth it for me? At times, yes. Other times, I cringe, because getting those rolls back, knowing how much I spent on them, plus the development to see them not turn out right, hurts. But for me, this is part of the process. This is part of the growing and learning adventure. That old adage that if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing and trying, I feel that to my core when it comes to understanding photography. I think this also gives me a better perspective on other photographers, right? If I want to give people the benefit of the doubt and not just assume that they are taking shortcuts or taking the easy way out, then I can respect their work more, knowing that, wow, if they are pursuing it in this way, the mastery and understanding of light and exposure, then wow, the photos they make and the image they take don't come easy. I think it is really easy for me to get a little bit jaded and cynical when looking at the state of photography today and just thinking to myself, if anyone can spend a little over maybe $500, they can get a decent camera to make a pretty decent and beautiful image. While that may be true, I think it also reminds me that there are people out here truly striving to make beautiful work, and the way they do that is is by putting in the hard work and understanding the basics of what makes a beautiful photo. So there you have it. The dangers of shooting meterless is that you're gonna have bad photos, underexposed photos, overexposed photos, and that's just part of the process. And I'm not afraid to show you those because you need to see it. You need to see all the mistakes just as much as you see the wins. So thank you for hanging out with me today in this quick and fun little video. If you are looking for a place as a creative photographer that you feel that you can come to and know that there is no judgment, that there is acceptance, that there is inspiration, encouragement, challenge, then this channel is the place for you. So I'd recommend that you subscribe, like, comment, do all of those things, ring the bell, because I want you to be here so that we can be creative together and feel less lonely as photographers, as artists, as creatives. And with that being said, I'm gonna go swimming. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.